Hey Leon, we are back again in the blink of an eye for another new podcast. And again, this time around, we're going to
Yeah.
change the theme a bit.
Okay.
We are going country, right?
Oh, which country?
Japan,
Why Japan?
because the yen has just plummeted, and I
Yeah.
would think with the December holidays coming up
Yeah.
soon, I think it's a good place to go to for people.
Yep.
And I do believe that you are going to Japan the
Yes.
second time this year.
Yes.
Not far away in October.
Yes.
So I think who else better than have you tell us and the viewers, about how this yen depreciation has helped you make the choice to go to Japan the second time.
Actually, it hasn't really helped me make the choice to go second time. Right? I mean, I'm going a second time this year because I just love going to that place. Right? I mean, it obviously
The whole of
helps.
Japan or a
Oh,
specific part of Japan that you
this
enjoy?
time around will be just Hokkaido.
Oh, okay.
Which I last went with my then girlfriend, now wife, in 2005. So
Wow.
it's going to be almost 20 years, 18 years.
Wow,
right?
what a
Yeah.
nostalgic trip
Yeah,
this
very
is going
nostalgic.
to be.
Visiting
18
old
years.
place and recollecting how young we once were.
It's nice that you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's nice that you mentioned Hokkaido because anything that you have Hokkaido on, right? It's always what you have. What I say is that there's always a price premium
Yep.
to it.
Yep. Well, there is. I mean, but there are quite a lot of misconceptions about Japan. But before talking about these misconceptions, right? So you're alluding to the fact that the Japanese yen is weak. Well, it's been very weak now. I mean, if I were to hop over to one of the money changers just straight down Raffles Place at the arcade, I probably can get one sing to maybe 105 yen.
Yeah, and if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong, I haven't seen the chart in a long
Yeah.
time, but it's
Yeah.
the lowest.
I've been
In
in
a long
Japan
time.
when it was like one sing to 80 yen.
There you are.
And maybe 85. So
Yeah.
it's a 25% reduction in the value of Japanese yen.
Yes.
But obviously when we factor in things like inflation, but this happens everywhere in the world, I think we are pretty much back to square one.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So in your planning
Yeah.
for this once in a lifetime
Yep.
or second lifetime
Yep.
trip back to Hokkaido,
Yep.
you wouldn't say you haven't seen while planning and going forward that the yen depreciation is going to make you some savings in the pocket when you come back. There is some money to pick up a bottle at duty free center.
I'll put it this way. I'll say it's a cost avoidance. If the Japanese yen had not depreciated as much as it did, I would probably have to spend more.
Right.
Right. So I think from that point of view, there are some soft savings.
That's an interesting word.
Yeah.
Cost avoidance.
Yeah,
That's
cost
a very
avoidance, right?
interesting word. Yeah.
Right. Ordinarily, you wouldn't expect the currency of a developed economy to depreciate that much.
Yep.
So if it had stayed the way it was 4 or 5 years ago, I would have to fork out 20-25% more. So in a way, that is a blessing, soft savings, cost avoidance, whatever you call it. And then the other thing to note is Japan is actually not as expensive as everybody seems to believe it is.
Even with or without the yen
Yes,
depreciation.
correct.
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
For example, I mean, you can go to a pretty decent hotel in Sapporo itself. It could cost maybe 150 sing. I mean, down here, I'm not sure where you can stay for 150 sing. Maybe somewhere along a backpackers inn or something.
Wow. I'll be surprised to be done. I think even the budget hotels are
Yeah.
hitting the $200.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we are really expensive.
Right.
And, there
So
used to
the
be-
under
yeah.
$50 you're
Yeah.
talking about, even
Yeah.
if you actually move around Tokyo.
That would be a bit of a stretch for Tokyo, but you can find, right?
Okay,
If
okay.
you don't mind living in a capsule hotel, you can
but
probably
everything
get
is
it for
small
lower.
anyway, right?
Everything is small.
Small, yeah.
And most of the time, if you're in Japan, you are not going to be staying in a hotel room for more than 3 hours beyond the sleeping hours.
Right.
You'll be out and about. There's so many things to do in Japan, so many things to see, so many things to eat, which is one reason why I'm going there. This is my second time this year. Yeah.
Right.
It's all
right.
about the food.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
seafood is fresh, it's less expensive compared to what you can get here, and now it may come with nuclear treated water.
Well, I think that is a very very touchy
Yep.
and sensitive topic. I think we
Yeah.
can discuss this naturally in another podcast.
But we're good. Yep.
Getting back to Japan, getting back
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
So getting back to the whole topic of the cost avoidance,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So what would you think would be the factor of the cost avoidance? We had 20%, 10%.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a few smart things in Japan to save money. For example, I mean, the rail transport system is exceptionally good.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
can figure out the various types of transport, they've got, obviously the Shinkansen, the fast-moving trains, and they've got the local trains which can be limited express, rapid, super rapid. You just got to figure out how to get on, get off. But by and large, it serves the places you want to go to. It's quite affordable. And if you're there for a long period, you're going to be traveling quite a lot, you can get a JR pass to help you save money as well. Although I know, with effect from, I think 1st of October this year, they're going to increase the price of JR pass. So that may factor to the disadvantage of the tourists.
Right?
Yeah. So that's one thing. Obviously, eat local.
Eat local, yeah.
Japanese food in Japan is cheaper than Japanese food in Singapore for sure. Now, you're not going to go to Japan and eat Singapore chili crab if you can find it, because I'm sure it's going to cost a bomb, right? You're going to stick to what the locals eat, where the locals go to eat, and you'll be fine. You can get a very good bowl of ramen for what, $7, $8, $9 US, like 20% cheaper than it is here.
So you reckon that because again Japan is I believe in lot parts of the fact that their culture wise, right? Most of their local food is
Yep.
domestically
Yep.
produced. It's around there.
Yep.
The fish they catch in the
Yep.
oceans and
Yep.
things and everything else, right? So because we're going between two Japan trips,
Yep.
is the inflation factor coming into the economy right now? I mean, a bowl of ramen.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you go right now, do you expect that to?
Yes, correct. So it's starting to create inflation, right? For many years in Japan, for a good 10, 15, 20 years, they had this situation where prices were going down. It's called a deflation, right? There was a time when the economy was starting to get out, struggling to get out of second gear. They were trying always to stimulate the economy, and now it seems like it's finally happened. I know the Japanese stock market has gone up quite a fair bit. It's almost back to what it was in the peak of the 80s, right?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yes.
It's been a good run up in the last 2 or 3 years, right?
Yes.
They've done a fair bit of like corporate restructuring to make sure they are able to find ways to grow the businesses, grow cash flows, and that's helped with the stock market as well.
Right. I mean, one of the things that we know is I mean, okay. So both me and Yon have traveled a fair bit. So we know a big component of any trip that you take is the cost of your flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cost of flight can be anywhere between 40 to 60%. So
Yep.
by the time you get down,
Yep.
that flight is given, right?
Yep.
So in this scenario, did you see a certain appreciable on the flight cost? Are you taking ANA?
I'm taking ANAs and
Okay.
Sunrise. We're actually traveling with a couple of friends. So my wife and myself, we are traveling with a couple of friends.
Right.
So we booked ANA together, and on and off, these airlines also run promotional offers where they throw in a free domestic flight for you to get on from Tokyo to Sapporo anyway.
Right.
Yeah, so it works out comparatively affordable.
So you got into the promotional window,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
I
how
got
much
into
did
the
you
window.
pay for? Can you
So I
remember?
paid for like 1,000 too, but I understand
Wow.
the current promotion is even lower than that. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So again, the key to saving money is to be on the watch out for some of these things. So it will help if you subscribe, for example, to the promotional offers from some of these airlines, not just ANA, but with, say, Singapore Airlines. Singapore Airlines
Yep,
also send me
yep.
on and off. You're probably on the mailing list as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
I am.
So
I
if
look
you're
out for the window.
if you're interested in some place, get on the mailing list. You never know what you can come up with. And once the mailing list comes out to you with the promotional offers, go book it fast, because some of these can go off the shelves in double quick time.
Right. So everyone, Leon has, he's shared with us a bit of Japan through his own lens and perspectives and everything else. But the top three, right? Let me summarize that for you. Number one, GR pass. Get a GR pass. Use the train system. Okay. We see the cost of the pass going up. So once you land at the airport, that's the first thing. Go to tourist center, get the pass organized for yourself. and you save a lot of money. Number two, don't really worry much about the local cost. There might be a slight inflation, but they're coming from a deflation environment. So I think that will help you whether or not the yen is low or yen is high. And thirdly, promotions can get better. Get yourself notified and everything else. But if you just lost out the promotion the first quarter, don't be disheartened and everything else. There can always be a better promotion, as Leon has just experienced. And with that, we are calling it a day from Robinson Road.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.